Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. And so today for our video, I'm going to be using a new stamp set that I just got, and it's called Adjust My Type. And so it's shown in the annual catalog. It's on page 69 of the annual catalog. I am a sucker for a typewriter. Anybody who knows me knows I love a typewriter, and this was so cute. It has the little typewriter paper, has a little rainbow, it has a plant. I didn't know what this was at first. It's the pot for the plant. It has the little envelope, and isn't it just adorable? So I'm in love with this. This is all one stamp. Okay, you could cut those apart. It's a photopolymer set. You could cut those apart, but I didn't do it yet. I'm debating on if I should do that. So I did some pre-work because I don't want this to be too long of a video. I'm not a fan of, lengthy videos. I hope you don't mind that, but I did do some pre-work. I cut out some alphabets, and I also kind of started putting the card base together. It's no big deal. So let's get started. Okay, so I am going to show you the colors I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, and Parakeet Party. These are all in colors. They've been around for a year. This is their last year with us, so I love them. The brightness of them, love them. I'm also going to be using the coordinating in color pearls, and so these have all 5 of those in colors from the 2022-24 in colors. So I'm going to be using those today. I push this away. Okay, so what I did was I assembled my card base. And I see I put it together a little crooked. I'm a little freaked out by that, so I'm going to fix that. Okay, so this is Parakeet Party. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, that's going to be the back of my card. And then I cut another piece to layer on top, and this is 7 1/2 by 5, and I folded it in half. So it actually ends up being 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so that is going to be my card. Okay, I also did a little pre-cutting on the cut and emboss, and I used a die from Sentiment Silhouettes. Okay, you might not even know this die is in here because I kind of went unnoticed for a while. It's a little die that punches out little holes. And what I did was I cut that out. I wanted it to look like notebook paper. So I cut out 2 pieces of that. And this paper, if you want to know the measurements, is 3 by 3 1/2. And I cut those little holes out, and then I took my scissors and I just snipped into the holes, and then I kind of roughed it up like it had just been pulled out of a notebook. Okay, so I did 2 of those, and those are actually going to be like that. I'm going to put those together like that. Do a little stamping on them first. Okay, so let's do a little stamping. I think I'm going to use the, can't decide, should I use the hearts? Yeah, I'm going to mix it up a little bit, I think. I'm going to use some hearts. Okay. I actually mounted this stamp set different than I usually do. And the reason is because I like to be able to look through the back of my case and see the stamps. Before, when this piece was over here, it was hard to see if I had all the stamps back in the case. So I actually cut that and put it on this side. Actually got this idea from a girl that I recently met, and this is what she does, and I'm like, that's brilliant. Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm doing now with these new stamps. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and stamp some hearts. Do a few hearts on here. And a lot of this is going to get covered up, but I still want to do it anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to put some hearts on here, kind of random. I'll put a few on this one too, even though most of these will be covered up. Okay, looks good. Clean my stamp. All right, and then I might do another little random stamp of, I don't know if I should do the little flower. Yes, I'll do the flower. And I'll put that in Orchid Oasis. Stamp the flowers. Just a few of these around. These are like, this is like a hand-drawn flower. Isn't that so cute? So much easier to stamp than to hand drawn though. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere these together. And I'm just going to, which one do I like better? Doesn't matter, Trevis. Go for it. Do it this way. Okay, so I kind of have them together like that, like two pieces of notebook paper. Rough that up a little. Okay, have that ready. Now I want to come back and decide where I want to put this. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this kind of like right here. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. That. Okay, I did do some pre-work as far as cutting out my alphabet. And this is from the Dies Alphabet a la Mode. Okay, and what I did was I mounted my white cardstock on the foam adhesive sheets. This is another thing that kind of goes unnoticed in the catalog. The foam adhesive sheets, and they are just like dimensionals, the thickness of dimensionals, but they are a whole sheet. So you can put them on the back of cardstock and you can raise up letters or a whole image without having to put dimensionals on it. So I cut out happy, and I am going to take this out. Super sticky, just so you know. Okay, and once they stick down, they will not come up. So make sure you get them positioned where you would want them. Should have started with the H, right? Yes, Trevis, that would be smart. Always start with the first letter of the word. Okay. Okay, so we have happy, H, A. Since I only had one P, I had to cut out two of these. And P. And the second one, see why I wanted to do a little pre-work? Because this takes a little while doing all this. Words. P. It's a little crooked. Oh dear. Get that lined up properly, Trevis. There we go. That looks better. And Y. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so I need to put my letter back in the case. So they give you 2 A's. You get duplicate letters of some things, but not everything. You get 2 S's. Unfortunately, not 2 P's. 2 L's, 2 A's, 2 S's, 2 T's. So they 2 N's, so they 2 L's. They give you duplicates of letters they think you're going to use a lot, and then you get all the numbers also. Love that. And you get these little extra little symbols, an ampersand, an exclamation point. So cute. This is called Alphabet a la Mode Dies. Okay, now I love happy, but happy what? So I went to my go-to greetings, and I'm going to stamp happy birthday. And I'm going to stamp this in Parakeet Party on a piece of scratch paper. I don't need the happy because I already have the happy, so I'm just going to stamp the birthday. And then just fussy cut it, kind of tight. right around the letters. And I have to decide if I want to pop this up. I'm almost thinking I should, because this one's popped up. So I'm going to put some little dimensionals on the back. I'm going to put 3 to really hold it and pop it up nicely so it doesn't bow down in the center. Sometimes if you don't put enough dimensionals, when it goes through the mail, it'll, you know, squish down. Okay, so we got happy birthday. Okay, now I get to stamp my typewriter. So let's clean this off because I need to use this block. And now I get to stamp my typewriter. Oof, I love it. I love it. All right, so I have some more scratch paper here. And I'm going to stamp it in Orchid Opulence. I'm sorry, Orchid Oasis. I used to have an Orchid Opulence, actually. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, clean that off. And, you know, photopolymer stamps will stain over time, so don't be concerned about that. Then, if I have room, I am going to stamp. Let's see how this goes. I'm almost thinking, this is the paper. I think I'm going to stamp this separate, just in case I don't have room for it. Okay, because I do have a lot of going on here. So I'm going to stamp that separate. I hope I have room for it. And then I'm going to stamp for you. Well, let's do some fussy cutting. I'm just going to fussy cut this out. And when I fussy cut, usually I don't go right up next to the image. Usually I leave like a little bit of white. Makes it easier for me. Less perfection. I'm going to go ahead and cut around that, just in case I don't add the typewriter paper or the typing paper. Okay. So let's see how this is going to fit. See, it's going to be pretty tight. If I put the typing paper on there, it's going to be pretty tight. I think it might fit. So let's try it. I really want it on there. I probably should have put that up a little higher. If I had put my happy up a little higher, it would have really fit nicely. But I didn't. But look, I think I can make it work. That's so cute. Okay, I'm going to make it work. So I'm going to stamp for you in Sweet Sorbet. Happy birthday. And then this looks like typewriter font. Look at that. I love it. Okay. And I am going to stamp a few more hearts on some scratch paper. And the reason is because I might want to cut those out. I'm not going to cut them out yet. Might be extra work that I don't need to do. I'm not going to pop this up. I'm just going to adhere it straight down. Yes, I didn't put glue behind that. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to leave that overhang, and that's fine, as long as it fits in the envelope. And then I'm going to tuck this underneath here a little bit. Has to just tuck under a little bit. So you can make the paper as short or as tall as you want. So that's cool. Ah, that's so cute. All right. Put a little more adhesive under here. Hold that down. So cute. Okay. Cut out a few hearts. Would love it if there are no dies with this set. So you get to do your fussy cutting. I hope you don't mind fussy cutting. I don't mind. I actually like it. And I'm trying to decide if I should pop these up or glue them straight flat. I think I might pop these up. So, do you have plans for the weekend? I'm trying to think what I have planned this weekend other than church. So I go to church on Thursday nights, but I volunteer on Sunday. So I go to 1045 service. I don't go to 1045 service. I go to 1045 church. And I got ink on my pad. And that's where I do my volunteering. Okay, so let's do some pop-ups. Use these small dimensionals, which are perfect. So last Sunday we had Paper Pumpkin Day. And that was great fun. I love Paper Pumpkin Day. Okay, now it has a lot going on, but still thinking I want to use some of these because I think they're so pretty, and I'm afraid I won't use them if I don't get them out and use them. So I'm actually using 3 of the colors, right? Because I have Orchid, and this is the Orchid. This is Sweet Sorbet, and this is Parakeet Party. I think I'm going to go with, I could do one of each. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that might work, actually. Oh, those are so pretty. They're pearls. They're really shiny. I hope you can see that. Okay, so there's my card today. I'll probably put a piece of white in here so it actually is easier for me to write on. But I love, love, love this typewriter. Hope you do too. My name's Trevis Bossler. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri, and I appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. That really helps me get more views. Thanks, and have a great weekend.